Hello guys, this is Carl, and today we have got a type of scenario video based on the KSI Logan Paul fight, because I thought, well, why not? It would be an interesting video, and I haven't seen anyone else do this of like a what if, and I don't mean who would have won necessarily, but I mean on the points that were given. So if you haven't watched the fight, I would suggest you go and watch it. It was a pretty close fight, but in the end KSI won by split decision. Now the question was that the right decision? Did Logan Paul deserve to have those 2 points deducted? Honestly, I'm not going to answer that question, but what I will say is I'm going to show you different scenarios of what could have happened instead of what actually happened. So, first we have got scenario. So the actual scenario that happened was KSI, his knockdown didn't count, which even Logan Paul said in his video after the fight it should have counted. But Logan Paul was deducted 2 points, which he said was unfair, at the time anyways. So, we're going to look at all these different scenarios together. So the first scenario I've got is KSI's knockdown counts, but Logan Paul doesn't lose his 2 points. So, what would have happened with this? So, in round 4, which, you know, I would call the important round, KSI would have been 38-36, then it would have been 47-46, and then it would have been 56-56. So the first judge would have said it was a draw. It was just a draw, just split. Now the second judge would have been the same at first. It would have been 38-36, then it would have been 47-46, but then it would have been 57-55 to KSI, because the second judge said that KSI won the last round as well. Now Judge 3 would have said it would have been 37-37, 46-47, then 55-57 to Logan Paul. So in scenario 1, KSI's knockdown counts and Logan Paul keeps his 2 points, which again, this is a scenario that Logan Paul believed in at the time, where KSI's knockdown should have counted, but he should have been deducted 2 points, which would have been concluded in a unanimous draw. It would have been another draw. Fuck's sake. But yes, it would be another draw. Right, so now we go on to scenario 2. Scenario 2 is KSI's knockdown doesn't count, but Logan Paul does lose 1 point for his foul play. So the first judge would have scored 38-36 to KSI, then it would have been 47-46, and then it would have been 56-56. So the first judge would have called it a draw. The second judge would have had 38-36, 47-46, then 57-55 to KSI. The third judge would have scored at 37-37, 46-47, and 55-57, which makes it another unanimous draw. So this is another scenario where a draw would have happened, which I find it very interesting because there's actually more scenarios of a draw happening than anyone actually winning. But now we're going to go on to scenario 3, where KSI's knockdown counts, but Logan Paul also loses his 2 points. So, it would have been 38-34 to KSI, then 47-44 to KSI, then 56-54 to KSI. So KSI is won by 2 points from the first judge. Second judge would have scored at 38-34, 47-44, then 57-53 to KSI. Lastly, the third judge would have scored at 37-35, 46-45, then 55-55, making it a draw, so that would have been a majority decision. So that's another scenario where KSI would have won, where if his knockdown counted, but Logan Paul still loses his 2 points. Which I find that quite interesting because, I don't know, did Logan Paul deserve to lose 2 points? I mean, the good point he did mention was that the last time this has happened was when Mike Tyson bit off Holyfield's ear. I don't think it was that bad, but I do think he should have lost at least 1 point, which would have been a unanimous draw. But, you know, the fight's already happened, and that's not what I'm here to talk about. But we have now got scenario 4, where KSI's knockdown doesn't count, and Logan doesn't lose his 2 points. So, it would have been 38-37 to KSI, 47-47, then 57-56 to Logan Paul. So Logan Paul would have actually won the first fucking hell, by the first judge. So Logan Paul would have won that one. So now we have got Judge 2, where it would be 38-37 to KSI, 47-47, but then it would have been 57-56 to KSI. So KSI would have won in the second judge's eyes in that decision, because KSI and the second judge won round 10. Not round 10, round 5, round 6, that's what I meant, but you know what I mean, like 10 points. So the third judge, it would have been 38-37 to Logan, 48-46 to Logan, then 58-55 to Logan. So the only way possible that Logan would have won that fight is if KSI's knockdown didn't count, but Logan also didn't lose his 2 points. Which I don't think would have been the fairest decision, because I think KSI's knockdown should have counted, but Logan should have lost 1 point or possibly got a verbal warning. But that's just my opinion on the matter. So, I don't know, what do you guys think would have been the fairest result? Mine, I would have said, is if KSI's knockdown counted, but Logan, I don't know, like lost a point. And the scenario I did get was if KSI's knockdown didn't count, but Logan loses 1 point. But we have got one last scenario. So the last scenario is if KSI's knockdown counted, but Logan loses 1 point. So it would have been 38-35, because you gotta remember KSI would have won a 10-8 and Logan Paul would have lost 1 point instead of 2. So it would have been 38-35, 47-45, then 56-55 to KSI. Then it would have been 38-35, 47-45, then 57-54 to KSI as well. And the last judge would have scored it 38-35, 47-45, no sorry, 37-36, 46-46, then 55-56 to Logan. So scenario 5 is more or less the outcome that we actually got, except you gotta remember what actually happened was KSI's knockdown didn't count, but Logan lost his 2 points. So point wise it would have ended up the same. So yes, that's it for me today. If you want me to do more videos like this, let me know. The next one I want to try and do is the Moreno fight, the first one he had with Figurino. No, Figurino. Fucking hell. With Figurino, because that was quite an interesting one. And Figurino got a point deduction because of a groin strike. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit, and peace.